COVID vaccines. That's what this is going to be about. The COVID-19 vaccines and how it affected me. And I want to hear everyone else's comments on how it affected you. So my name's Marion, and I'm with Attire and Beyond in Highland, New York. And I just wanted to hear from other people and hear if they had their first shot or their second shot or both. How did it affect you? What side effects did you get, if any? I know some people who really got almost nothing, which is fantastic. And I just wanted to tell about my experience, being that I have chronic Lyme disease, Bartonella, that came back after years, and I've had it now for a few years. And I just wanted to talk about my experience because this is why. Because even when I wasn't feeling well, it felt comfy, like comfort to know that other people were experiencing the same things all over the world. The same symptoms, maybe different symptoms, but all the people who are getting vaccinations are going through this. And a lot of people who haven't gotten them yet need to hear the good, the bad, the ugly. So for me, it was an easy ride. I'll say it that way. But these were the symptoms that happened. So I went on Tuesday of this week. It's Friday today. I went on Tuesday and I went about an hour and 20 minutes away from my home just so I can get it sooner. And I felt fine for about the first hour. And then on the car ride home, I started getting totally exhausted where I didn't want to talk. I didn't want to eat. Nothing. And we got home and I went straight up to bed and said I was going to skip lunch because I felt nauseous and too tired to even pick up a spoon. So I went up to bed and then after about a half an hour, I was like, okay, I'm hungry. I can go down and eat. And so I went down and I ate with my husband and ate a little bit. I didn't eat a lot because I wasn't feeling quite right. And then went back upstairs and I went to sleep on and off from whatever time I got home, maybe 12:30, I'm going, no, 1 o'clock I got home. I literally, after I ate at 1:30, went upstairs and came back down at 6:30, ate a little bit, and then watched a show, and then went back to bed at 7:30, I believe it was. And, I was in discomfort, but that afternoon also I had a slight headache, but one of those that just sits right there, a dull slight headache. And I didn't want to take anything. They did say I could take Tylenol, but I didn't want to take anything yet, and so I didn't. And then I went to sleep, blah blah blah, and woke up the next day and still all night had that headache. So took Tylenol in the middle of the night. And what it was doing by the second day was exaggerating my Lyme pain. My Lyme pain, I can't even explain it. If you're someone who had or has Lyme, you know that the pain of Lyme is different than other pains. Like when Lyme did come back, I knew because there was never any other pain like that, and I had it 30 years ago. So, anywhere where my Lyme hurt throughout time, it was killing me. It was exaggerated and different pain in my knees, especially one, and that's just going away or starting to today, I think. But all of my joints were not good, and my bones, and that's what happens to me with Lyme, and I can feel that I have organs. And normally I don't know that I have organs. They're in there, but you can't feel them. It's like when you hit your thumb with a hammer, you suddenly realize, oh, I have a thumb because it hurts and you can't do a lot of things. So it exaggerated though. So that whole second day, I had the dull headache that got worse and worse throughout the day. And then I had these exaggerated lyme pains. Now my arm hurt, but that was the least of my problems because now it's Friday and I could lift it. I could hardly lift it, but it still was the least amount of pain compared to the lyme pains. And by yesterday, the third day, I still had a slight headache, but I was able to get through the day. I worked until about 4, and then I needed to lay on the couch and was kind of out of it for the rest of the night. But I woke up today. Oh, and I've been taking Tylenol since that second day, first night, second day. Every 8 hours or so, I try to make it so that I could take them before I come to work and then before I go to bed. And even though Tylenol doesn't usually help, it seems to be helping. Now, today, I didn't have to take any Tylenol, and I am doing pretty good. Now, let me also say that I had this lower back pain for the 3 days or 2.5 days. I don't think I have that yet today. So far, I don't. So I can't even say I don't think. I may get it back, but I don't have it right now. And otherwise, I'm feeling okay. So it took 3 days for me to feel normal again. Not that I'm normal, but to feel somewhat normal again. So that's my experience with the vaccination. I want to hear yours. So please comment below and tell me your symptoms or your experience. And if you're someone who hasn't gotten it and doesn't want to get it, why? I didn't want to get it. I really didn't. But if I want to start doing things again, and I do, it was time to get it. So tell me either why you're not getting it, why you did get it, what was your why, and your symptoms, how you felt, how you feel. I'm just really interested, and I know that it's going to help other people the way that it helped me, because I felt like other people were more understanding, empathetic, and knew what I was going through because they went through it already or they were going to be going through it. So I knew a lot of people, felt and knew. So it made it better. So if this show is live, I'm hoping that you've been chatting. I didn't say that, but not live because I'm going to put it up, but I think I'm going to premiere it so that I can be on writing to you and with you. So, Marion from Attire and Beyond in Highland, New York, just sharing some COVID symptoms with you. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it. I would love to hear everybody's everything. I would love to hear from a lot of different people, from a lot of different walks of life, and just to see how it affected them. And do you have something like some kind of illness that it made worse? Do you have something that it made better? Maybe you didn't have one single symptom. I want to hear all of it, any of it. So let me know, and thank you so much for watching.